Hello and welcome back to this Warcraft replay. If you're as confused as I am, don't blame me. Anyway, this is gonna be game 2 of this WC3 here, and yeah, what an ending. I wouldn't call it probably the best game I've ever casted, but probably the best ending I've ever witnessed. Maybe, I don't know. Don't really have many endings that are that memorable. Um, But yeah, I do apologize about the difficulty of the actual video since the first 2 minutes were a little weird. I don't usually do something like that, and I mean, what can I do? I don't want to spend another 40 minutes or so casting the same replay, and I lose the surprise factor of like that ending. So yeah, always hate it when that happens, but what can I do? Either way, colorful spinning in as the light blue Knight of Player in the bottom right. Should be the same thing as last time. Not first. To Ancient War creeping at this Ogre Magi camp. Top left we have WFZ spawning in as the Red Undead. Should not be going to this game with a good mindset because he just threw last game. So basically, if you did not watch, I recommend at least watch the ending because that was amazing. He lost all his entire army when a Zeppelin got killed above those trees. So what usually happens if you lose your units in that Zeppelin, or at least lose Zeppelin when you have units inside, they usually drop on the ground, and they have a very long debuff where they're very slow and stuff. The problem is that the Zeppelin died above trees, and that means like the units don't get auto-placed nearby, they just die. And WFZ lost his level 7 Death Knight, level 7 Naga, level 6 Lich. It was kind of maybe premature. He could have definitely played it out a little longer. But considering that he had no mining bases and his opponent still had a mining base in the top right, it was probably like maybe not worth it to keep playing. And that's why I say that WC might not be playing with a good mindset right now because he just lost like that last game and he has to play again at least 2 more games if he wants to win. So I don't know how his mental state is actually affected by that, but it definitely doesn't look good. I don't know how Colorful's feeling, honestly, after winning like that. He might be might have been with a huge smile while playing, but honestly, he needs to maybe clean up his play a little bit because it definitely should have gone over to WSZ's scoreboard there.
Forces are under attack.
It was just really weird. Just a standard skeleton harassment with Death Knight here, but the ghouls are starting to move over. Like I said last game, although it might be a little weird to say that Unholy Aura seems just not worth it sometimes. It's really weird how I view this because Unholy Aura has shown itself to prove use, but like so did Death Coil, and I feel like that is probably what most people might disagree with of my comments last game. Potential surround here, but I mean the Demon Hunter just does way too much damage. He can just burn through one ghoul and break the wall, so it's a little weird. I mean at this point like Death Coil could have definitely helped a lot. I don't know if the move speed or the attack speed, or not attack speed, life gain is that useful. And Colorful's playing it at least well better this time around, reducing as many archers as possible to just try and deal with the skeleton and the ghoul threat. So I don't know why he cancelled that one archer. It might force his Demon Hunter to actually keep his scroll out. Oh, never mind. He is gonna break out of the wall and continue on chasing. So far, it doesn't look like a good start for WFZ. He was able to kill something enough to get him 80 experience. I guess that's an archer and probably a single creep. I I don't know, I actually didn't keep track of that. No info tab here to check any unit lost. Graveyard is nearly done. Halls of the Dead is also completed, so second hero, I mean the Lich hasn't popped out just yet, so it might be a Naga again. Second hero possibly for Colorful as well. Panda might be able to make his return, but it is going to be a Naga Sea Witch this time around, and it's going to be a Naga Sea Witch both sides. Needs to be very careful with his Naga if you're Colorful, and he's just going to lose it immediately. Don't know if the Demon Hunter could have traded the scroll, but either way, Naga drops at level 1. Probably not a good idea to have some higher up your Naga if your opponent is like right in front of you, because that could have just meant a surround, and it did. So that was just a free kill there. Naga is most likely reviving through the altar. So he just spent like unnecessary resources on that one, so yeah, probably not a good sign there for Colorful. Okay, finally starting to go for some creep camps here. Overseer is the target, and oh yikes, lost the ghoul. WFZ also not microing very well, but should finally get level 2 after this creep camp and get that, you know, much desired death coil. Plus his claws, death coil gonna be tossed at the Demon Hunter, doing quite a bit of chunk there, but he will be able to run away with this boost speed. Archers are not in a good position. I don't know what they're doing right in front of those ghouls. Able to, I guess, snipe the Naga Sea Witch, but that was extremely risky. And Demon Hunter is going to be forced to TP scroll. So he lost all his archers for that one Naga Sea Witch at level 1. So, kind of equalized, but then again, remember, this Naga also got killed at level 1, so I don't know if losing 3 archers to try and revenge kill was smart. Really not much to say right now. I mean, the action's pretty much over. Tier 3 is underway, and Dryads are being popped out here for the double ancient laws. Statues are starting to pile up in numbers as well, or at least it should, for WFZ, and he should be starting his Crypt Fiend production as well. Tier 3 nearly done, so Lich will be popping out very soon, most likely. So far it's just the same thing as last time, just a little more action, I guess. Oh, very bold here for Colorful. Maybe a little too bold. His Demon Hunter is at least going to take a lot of damage, but getting this Troll Warlock camp early on is going to be very helpful. Mana Stone gets picked up, so not really rewarded too much. It can be given over to Naga Sea Witch. But yeah, like I said, not that rewarding of an item.
Are under attack.
Definitely if it was a life stone or something of that nature, maybe an attribute item, I don't know, but Mana Stone seems a little underwhelming when it comes to, at least on the Demon Hunter. It can be given over to the Naga Sea Witch. Alrighty, replenish the potion on the knight there. He gave the invuln over to the Naga, and see the third red blob there on the minimap, that will most likely be that Lich. Level 3 on the Demon Hunter, so he does have level 2 mana burn. You can see here, burning 100 mana at once is always so impactful, but the Demon Hunter is now trapped. But thanks to his boosted speed, he was able to run around the Rosie, and yeah, he's able to escape. Naga Sea Witch, however, not in a good position right now, and she could potentially just get burnt out. Oh, rejuvenate on Naga, so that might be able to keep her alive for a little bit, until the destroyers just absolutely stole that buff. And things are looking a little problematic for our Night Elf player. 44 versus 45, but we do have a destroyer in the air. 3 Dryads might be able enough to counteract that 1 Destroyer, but it is in a bit of a rough position now that the Lich has joined the ranks. Ancient Wonders does get taken down, and the Moonwells are now the next target. Colorful is going to have to give up some of these Moonwells because he can't contest right now. But then again, if he doesn't contest right now, he is going to lose so much that I don't know how he can come back from this. Gonna lose his second Moonwell, so he is down supply by about 20. Bolt Lightning gonna do a little bit, able to pick up a Ghoul, but Undead Army is still continuing to pursue. Still needs to be a little wary about these bears, however. There are still bears, and they're gonna do a lot of damage. As you can see here with the Lich, he is now very low health. No mana to heal him up. Do we have a TP scroll? We don't have a TP scroll. This might be the way for Colorful to actually come back from this. Nice mana burn onto the Naga Witch, but the Lich is going to go for a revenge kill with Frost Nova, but then the Lich gets taken down. So a lot of weird events happening right now. Both players losing a bunch of heroes, but it seems like it is going to be Colorful the one pushing his opponent back. Yep. It cool.
A player's forces are
so
under
Sack
attack.
Pit is done. That Boneyard as well. Yeah, WFZ just needs to wait a little bit because overextending results in what just happened right there. Wasn't able to heal his Lich with the Manaless Death Knight. Does definitely feel bad. Expansion attempt on the right side here for Colorful, so same story basically. If it doesn't get dealt with, gonna be bad news for WC, but it seems like units were able to spot it and it will be forced to get cancelled. Troll Warlord got killed, and I guess it's a second Mana Stone because I can't see whether or not it has it or not.
A player's forces
This
are
could be
under
the same
attack.
Mana Stone, but I can't tell because there is no other item that could have been dropped by the Warlord. Naga Witch very close to level 3. In fact, she might be able to get level 3 unless this Death Knight is leeching too much. Looks like he is. Or not. Just enough, yes. Plus 6 claws, plus 2 stats on everything, as well as dependent energy. Looking very scary there. First Froststorm is halfway as well. Resources, Colorful is a lot, but that's mainly because he cancelled his first expansion, so he has to find a way to spend those resources again.
A player's forces are under attack.
Red Dragon on the bottom left, but as well as the Red Dragon on the top right. So both players just farming it out. No real aggressions just yet. I mean, at least WC has vision with its shade. But Colorful does not. He has Rune Braces, so that's actually a really good item, especially against an undead comp where those heroes do a lot of damage to their spells. A little accuracy for WFZ. Maybe this time around this will be kept because most of these undead units are ranged, and you know, every little bit helps. I mean, I hope that item gets kept. It looks like it is going to be kept, in fact. Lich is going to be given some experience. It's going to be a little while until he hits 3, however, so... Oh, actually, he might hit 3. I forgot these guys actually were still alive. So, very close to level 3. But I think that's all the camps. Or at least this camp's here, but
Players' forces are under
this
attack.
camp is at your opponent's side, so it's kind of risky.
A town is under siege.
Alrighty, 60 supply for Colorful in fact, as well as 63 for WFZ. So both players are foregoing expansions it looks like. Second Frost Worm I believe is. +1 attack, and +1 attack. Where's the Undersoul? There it is. It's going for +2 attack right now. So these Dryads hopefully might be able to burn those Frost Worms in time. Last game, Frost Worms lived for a very long time, able to save them until the majority of the game when they finally got killed off. But beginning at that point, Frost Worms are pretty relevant because they could have been absolutely chased down by those Hippogriffs. Here we go with a potential fight here. Frost Worm's going to let out the first attack. We have an A-bomb out as well, so we'll be able to tank some of those hits from those Dryads. Has to be a little careful there of getting too much damage. It doesn't have any upgrades whatsoever. Now the Death Core gets tossed over and the Ancient of Wonders gets killed off. Frost Nova into Fork Lightning. Not going to do too much damage against those Druids of Claws there. Those Frost Worms are going to be the ones melting it. Or at least I assume, until one gets maybe overextended and you're going to take a lot for it. Now the Frost Worm and Fork Lightning. A Dryad will fall, but the Lich is now in trouble. Death Knight has enough mana for another Death Coil and he'll be able to heal up once again. He actually has enough mana for one more in fact, so just needs to wait for the cooldown there. Statues, kind of in trouble, but the level 4 on the Demon Hunter, will he try and do something? He is going to pop the Invuln. Unfortunately he did take the brunt of the Frost Nova, so he's going to be forced to back off as well, just wears off. Moonwells are pretty much depleted. Another A-bomb comes out, but it's gonna get quickly taken down. Oh, Dark Ritual there to convert it into mana. And with these mass Dryads, it seems like WZ is being pushed back. Yeah, like literally no Druids of Claws out for. Oh, there's one Druid for Colorful, but those Dryads are going to do quick work against those Destroyers and Frost Worms, and there's nowhere near enough Crep Fiends to take down all those Dryads. Lich looks like it's going to be the main target, however, so with the Death Knight down in mana, could get killed off, and Slow Poison is doing its work. Unholy Aura to try and make it a loss faster, but Fork Lightning able to snipe that Lich, so yeah, I was wondering where the Naga Sea Witch was actually, but she was in fact in the Zeppelin. So 48-48 for both sides. Expansion attempt once again. I don't know if that will be answered with, since Colorful is going to remain putting his feet on the acceleration. Naga Sea Witch is going to get taken out. Yikes, nice Fork Lightnings here from the Naga Sea Witch. She did buy a pot, but she got killed off before she could use it. Death Knight able to buy a pot right before he gets the killing blow, but it does not look good for him as the Demon Hunter finishes him off there. Frost Worms and Destroyers finally come out, but there's so many Dryads to deal with him that it's almost impossible. And of course, Frost Worms can't actually attack those Dryads, so it is just a lose-lose situation for him right now. Naga Sea Witch almost level 6. I mean, she's doing so much. I'm surprised she actually hit 5 so soon, but yeah, it's working out well for him, and this Ultra of Darkness will be taken out very soon. Not able to revive any sort of heroes, and it's practically no resistance from WFZ. He has a couple of air units right now, but I mean, doesn't look like it's enough. 2 Frost Worms, 1 Destroyer is not able to deal with all these Dryads, especially since those units, they can't even attack Dryads. That is the main downside of undead flying units. The only flying units that can fight back against those dryads are gargoyles, and at the same time gargoyles are pretty fragile in themselves, so you have to mass them before actually engaging with dryads, which WFZ could not do. Alright, not really much that can do here. Nice fault line to deal with those acolytes, able to one-shot them. And this should be GG. The heroes are going to be revived at the tavern, but honestly, without mana and half health, I don't know what they're gonna do. Oh, here they come though. Death Knight might be good at level 4, but the Rejuvenate is healing up the Dryad way too quickly. And now you can see those Dryads looking for a possible surround here on the Death Knight. Not gonna happen, but still in good position to get a couple of cheap shots out. And definitely get hired up. But there's honestly nothing WC can do. It's just prolonging this game needlessly and forcing me to talk for no reason. +2/+1 upgrades on those dryads. They will eventually take down the slaughterhouse. Boneyard is unsummoned as, I mean, already has 2 frost rooms, so no need no more. Last ditch effort. Frost rooms gonna try. Honestly, they should just try and suicide to kill all those bears, but nope, the hesitation here from WZ, and that is gonna be game. So a lot cleaner of a game this time around for Colorful, but by no means was it like perfect. So yep, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I will see you guys again next time, and the next upload should be on Wednesday.